Hello everybody, this is Sarahscopic and you're watching Traffic Musings. Tell me in the comments below right now, before you keep watching, you can pause the video, I'll give you permission. Before I continue, tell me in the comments below what your favorite or least favorite thing about winter is. That's all. Thanks guys. So winter has finally hit, and I mean that's okay and stuff. It's so funny, I think as I grow older, I think I start to have less and less patience for winter. I'm not sure why. I think it's just because, like, I deal well with the cold as generally about as well as anyone else, but I think it also kind of makes me a little bit lazy at times. Like, heat makes me agitated and upset and irritated at things. The cold just kind of makes me like, I don't feel like doing that today. It's too cold outside. And the problem is that, of course, I have lots of things to do. It doesn't help either that because it's colder, because it's winter time, the days are shorter, so it gets darker really, really quickly. And I'm really starting to discover that I really am not very good at, being active when I need to at 6 o'clock at night because of the lack of light. That is, of course, a very typical thing. A lot of people are like that. And, I mean, that's kind of how we are as humans. The sun does give us some energy, so it would just make sense that, biologically, we're going to want to do more things when it's, there's light outside. That's just kind of how we operate. It's more that it used to be that I think, like, having it be dark didn't really bother me as much. Like, I could still get things done, in some ways probably because I was almost more used to it, especially, in high school, where you had to get up at 6 a.m., which is dark, and then I was in theater and such, and so I wouldn't get out until 6 p.m., and it was dark again. There was a joke, actually, within our theater company that during a certain time when we were in theater, we were vampires because of that exact reason. It would be dark when we woke up, it'd be dark when we get out. So, once that goes away, it's not so bad, but I did feel like a vampire in some cases. Anyway, but back then, I got my homework done and such like that, but now it's just like, oh, it's so dark outside. I don't feel like doing anything. And it's been really killing my motivation for so many things, to the point that I am highly considering getting a sun lamp. I will let you all know how that goes. I have not purchased a sun lamp yet, nor have I really done much research, but hopefully soon. Mostly just like to put into my room. Not to mention that my apartment room does not have very good light anyway, so having something that helps, get some light in it would probably be just a good investment anyway. And I know those sun lamps, I know people who have used sun lamps, and my goodness, they work as far as brightening up the room. It really looks like it's all of a sudden daytime. It's really nice, just of how, like, bright. It doesn't feel like that fake brightness, because I have 2 lamps in my room, and again, that's not really enough to get the light that I really need. But the problem is that it feels very fake, and it's not even the difference between, like, fluorescent or incandescent. It's the same issue. In fact, actually, I would say that incandescent, to me, makes it worse, mostly because fluorescent is brighter, so at least, like, it kind of washes things a little bit more brightly. But regardless, it feels very, like, fake. It is kind of fake light in some cases. It feels very fake. It just, I don't know how to explain it. It just doesn't, it's still dark outside. You just have a lamp on, it doesn't really make much of a difference. It's especially difficult for someone like me who kind of thrives on naps. It used to be, when I get home from anything, like from internship or something, I could, like, take a nap for maybe, half an hour or so, get up and could do stuff still. When it's this dark, it's almost impossible to do, because I have to, like, leave the lights on to try to still pretend that it's still daytime, because if I turn the lights off, it will be so hard to wake back up because it's so dark in the room. But the problem is that, I don't know how to explain it, but when I have those lights on and I try to take a nap, I don't always, but I kind of get a bit of a migraine as a result. I can't really tell you the reasoning for this, it's just kind of how it is. So, that's not great, it's not fun. But yeah, a sun lamp would just help with things. It's just hard when it gets really dark outside too, because driving back is so, as you guys know, because my recording for Traffic Musings hasn't been great, it's been so, just difficult and ridiculous. And so it's really, really, really nice to, you know, when it's daytime and you can see things and, you know, you can do things and you feel motivated. Some people have what's called seasonal affected depression, I think is the term for it, SAD. You probably hear a lot about it when it's winter time. And that makes sense, right? Like I said, biologically, we as humans kind of need sunlight. And so for some people, they really kind of need it more than others in some cases. So when it hits winter, it really just dampens your mood. I can't really explain all the biology behind it, but it makes sense. Like, your brain needs it, and often the more I learn about mental health, the more I just kind of realized that when something's wrong with your brain, the most common symptom is basically feeling depressed and feeling blue. Like, that just seems to be the main thing it likes to react to. I don't know why. Talk to your brain. It seems to like to do that for some reason. I feel like with winter, I've become less and less patient with it, as I kind of mentioned before. I think it has a lot to do with the amount of driving I have to do, because I don't like anybody, having to drive in bad weather conditions. And because I do so much driving, it's kind of come to the point where it's like, listen, I am too exhausted to be scared right now because I have so much to do. You know what I mean? Like, you're driving and it's snowy and icy, and yeah, it's terrifying, but there's a part of me that's like, I don't want to deal with this right now. Like, I'm too busy to be upset about this. And, oh, sorry, I don't know why I'm yawning. Probably because I didn't get much sleep last night. But it's just, winter. And of course, with the snow, that becomes just another fun little added issue with everything. Oh, this is the first time in, I don't know, forever, actually. This is my first time ever. I finally can park my car in a covered space, which has never happened before. I usually have to park outside, and all the years that I have had a car, and it's the first time I had a covered space, and man, is it a nice luxury. It's wonderful to come outside when you're running late and realize and be like, oh my goodness, do I have to, oh wait, there's no ice on my windshield, or snow, I don't have to clean anything off. It's a lovely, lovely, lovely feeling. And so I've been very much taking advantage of that. And for someone like me, too, who is short, having snow on my car is just so annoying because, guys, yeah, I'll be honest with you, I can't reach it. Like, I can't reach the snow very easily. And so trying to clean it off is almost impossible in some cases. And it's not easy at all. It's not a fun thing to do. To the point that whenever my boyfriend is around, he actually will clean the car off for me. First time he did this, I thought he was being nice. He told me later that it was because he knew it would take forever if I did it, so he knew he could do it faster, so he would just do it. He probably should have just lied to me, but hey! Sorry, I've got no witty things for Gabby today. She's just chatty Gabby. What can I say? One thing about driving that I do kind of feel bad about, so I don't know if you guys know this, but in Michigan, apparently it's illegal to drive if your car isn't sufficiently cleaned off. And, sorry, I don't know why I'm yawning again, and which makes sense because of, safety reasons. And we all have had to deal with those cars when we're driving that leave the snow on top of the car and then they come shooting off out into the distance and right in smack dab into your windshield. And for obvious reasons, that's very dangerous. And we like to, and I get mad at these people too. It's like, why couldn't you clean out the top of your car? Why are you so lazy? Blah, 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 blah. And I totally get that. But I also kind of can't help but sympathize because I can't clean off the top of my car. Like, at all. I can't reach that high. I can't. Like, I physically can't. And I'm looking, I even have a small car, because if I had a bigger car, we'd have even more problems. And so it's like, what are you supposed to do then? So I kind of can't get mad at those people because, like, maybe they can't reach it, especially when it's a tall car, and most people can't reach the top of their car. So what are you supposed to do? I saw this one video of a lady who used a leaf blower to clean off her car, and that lady has some life goals, because I tell you what, I wish I had thought of that idea. It sounds like an amazing idea. Why don't we do that? Just get a leaf blower. I think that would work so much better. Of course, it's just, you gotta get the leaf blower out and actually, buy a leaf blower, which I don't know about you, but I can't really pick a leaf blower out of my back pocket. Maybe some of you guys can. My pockets aren't big enough.
it's a problem with girls' clothing. I don't know why. They should make pockets big enough for, girls to fit leaf blowers. That's all we're really asking for. It's not asking for much, guys. That was off topic. But yeah, winter is winter. It is here, and it's here to stay for a while. Joys of joys. So yeah, winter is here, and it is here to stay for some time. But that's all I can really say. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope something amazing happens to you. Without further ado, I hope to see you all in the next episode. Bye!